Oh, bro, that
stealing
is so
clips.
good.
I'm stealing clips. No, what I need to put in my bag is my ring. That's what I'm in.
That's so good.
No, for fuck's sake.
The funnier thing is, none of us three even realized. We're all just brain dead this
I've done it before. What?
How are you? Good. Wow, long time.
I know.
A long time, bro. How are you? Good?
How are you?
Hey brother, how are you? You
Good.
Hey, you recognise this guy? Yeah, I stole him off you. How are you?
I think that's why you see these guys doing like 30k subs and they've got such a loyal cult following because you sit and listen to them.
Exactly. It all comes down to that relationship you can build with your audience.
It's true, because I've been watching a guy on YouTube recently, that How to Beast, watching his videos, and I'm just bought into it already. And you get to so much more about their lifestyle, how they are as a human as well, because obviously you see two different sides. IG is just what you want to see.
Just the picture, really.
It's true, Anyway, it's a consistency.
What's up, guys? Joseph Rakic here. We are at Binos Gym today. I'm training arms with Josh Mooney. In this workout, I'm going to go over my best arm workout that has helped me add size to my arms, even though they really don't have much size yet. But regardless, watch this video. I'm going to show you the exercises that I like to use, the techniques, and I'm going to explain each and every exercise. First exercise that we're on is a barbell curl. Reason we're doing a barbell curl is to overload the muscle with weight. I've done my set, that's why I got a little bit of a pump.
I haven't yet. What are you going to say? He hasn't.
You're up now, so this is our first working set. The goal is to put weight on the muscle, so we're only going for 8 or 10 reps. Now these reps are fully slow and controlled. It's up, down, rest. 1. Yep. 2. All the way to 10. We're going to do 3 exercises for biceps, 3 exercises for triceps. Each exercise has 3 sets. The reason for doing a barbell curl is because the biceps is such a small muscle. So you want to do something that's really going to shock them. And the best way, in my opinion, to shock such a small muscle is to overload them with weight. So the reason we're doing a barbell curl is so we can overload that muscle with as much weight as possible. Then we'll go on to other exercises that focus on different things, for example, the contraction, the stretch. But right now, the goal is just overload that muscle with weight. We're not including this set, this is just a warm-up because you don't want to obviously tear a muscle.
So where are you looking to do your hand placement here?
So I like to have my hands pretty much in line
with your shoulders.
My elbows and my shoulders. Using a wider grip is going to put more on the bicep short head, the inner. Closer is going to bicep long head outer, which is the peak. So for this, we're just going to keep it standard.
It is good this, because usually I'm doing bicep curls or on an easy bar like that.
So we want to overload the muscle with as much weight as possible for this exercise. The next exercise, we're going to focus on different things, like the squeeze, the contraction, the stretch. So we're going to keep the same weight here, and we're going to go for 8 to 10 reps again. Obviously, the more the arms get fatigued, the lower the reps usually are. But this exercise, the only thing we're trying to do is just overload that muscle with weight. The next exercise will be focused on something different. Like a squeeze, a contraction, or a stretch.
That's heavy for what it is as well.
Yeah, it is,
Anyway.
And that's why I like to do a heavy movement first, because your biceps, they can be gashed pretty quickly. You know, like if you've done a few sets of curls, the strength is gone.
That's probably what I do wrong, bro, you know, honestly. I remember I did a 1,000 rep workout with Joe Aesthetics once, RIP, the GOAT. But like after the next day, I wasn't even feeling it, because obviously I wasn't doing the right, I was doing high volumes, the technique wasn't right. That I can already feel, and the placement of my hands already. I've already got a pump off 1 set.
There's that weight is on the muscle. The only thing you have to be careful about is obviously you can't tear a muscle when you're doing heavy. So that's why I just really try and do it as textbook form as possible, and you're not just, you know, trying to go for like breaking a record.
I've been doing it wrong for 15 years. So why are you starting on bis today rather than tries? Do you not usually start on tries?
No, I always mix it up. So I don't believe it matters too much. Maybe if you have weaker tries, and tries are the muscle that you want to bring up, then yeah, maybe you could argue that you want to do your tries first when you've got the energy and the power, and that's the base of your exercise. But I'll mix it up. Sometimes I'll start on bis, other times I'll start on tries, other times I go bi, try,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any right or wrong. I think you do it this way for 10 years versus this way for 10 years, you probably won't notice much of a difference visually.
I think it's a big thing now. Variation is key, but like everyone's like, start on your tries. Obviously there's 3 heads, it's a majority of your arm, but I do think you're right to mix it up. Variation, because you can get stuck in the same routine. Especially like with smaller muscle groups as well, like your abs. People doing the same thing every single time, they're not seeing the development that they want. I've fallen into that trap as well before, to be fair. That's why I like this is new to me, and I'm obviously going to feel it tomorrow.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke off the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Tricep cause they gonna chop. Took her out of violence cause her pussy pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
So what's your training style like? Normally everything once a week? Are you random? Are you twice a week?
At the moment, I'm training probably 5 days a week, lifting. I do 1 active recovery day, just getting the steps in, 1 day literally doing absolutely nothing. But at the moment, I've been doing like a push-pull leg split and then doing a weakness day. And then I'll probably do my legs twice a week.
Okay.
So I'll do a weakness day on my upper body. So that's usually gonna revolve around my arms, like what I'm doing today, my little noodle arms. And then I'll hit legs twice a week. But you know what it's like in the bike, you're going to different places, you're training with different people, it's hard to actually stay in one specific routine. But the main thing that I'm getting it done is consistency. But I haven't changed my training specifically for years, bro. It's always been, but I like to do a lot of cardio-based stuff as well. Like I will, on a morning I'll do my cardio.
How long?
It's 30 minutes.
Do that every morning?
I've seen you running, I've seen you getting around. But like, no, I haven't changed my schedule. And I think that's what a lot of people, you know, a lot of people go, how do you get to where you want to be? It's not because of the actual training style, it's because of the consistency. You've been training for fucking 100%. 20 odd years. People don't get that. But you can change your physique in a year. No, don't get me wrong. You can totally, like, I've seen some of your transformations, like the fucking nuts. But it's the muscle development over the time. And then it's the delayed gratification you get in your head. Like, I was a skinny kid, bro.
Me too, I'm
sure, like, I could put a picture I'll send you on. We're both got skinny as fuck when we're like 18 on this vlog, but I was never naturally genetically gifted in the gym. I'm not the biggest guy, I was a lot bigger when I was younger, but it's the same for you, right? It's just the days in, days out.
Days in, days out, just staying consistent, trusting the journey, trusting the process. People don't trust the journey of the process, so they go to the gym for 2 weeks, 2 months, and they're like, fuck it.
I don't get that either though, but I think one of the reasons why is people see, especially in this gym, this is like exaggerated bodies, right? And people throw themselves in at the deep end, so they're going into something that's too harsh so it doesn't stick. So like they'll start eating chicken, broccoli, and rice 7 days a week. They'll train 6 days a week, and they realize why they're so sore now they don't enjoy it.
And they fall off. But
the reason why we can train 5-6 days a week and eat that is because our bodies are matured to it and we enjoy it now, I guess. You know what I mean?
And we've also made it our lifestyle. Like if you travel overseas, you go to the gym over there and you still eat good. Where most people, when they go on holiday, no gym, drinking every day. It's just like...
That's another thing though, bro. I respect, you get these people who are still doing like 9 to 5 jobs and they've got really good, successful jobs, but they're jacked. You know, these people get up at 4 or 5 in the morning, then they go down to 9 to 5, then they come back, they've got their families and kids. I really respect that because we have all day because we work online and it kind of like, that's how we've created our life. But yeah, it's down consistency at the end of the day. You've got to enjoy it.
Consistency is the key, and the best way to be consistent is to enjoy what you do.
Let's go.
3rd set.
This is another thing as well, because when I train by myself, I'm very impatient, so my rest periods aren't long enough to do the lifts that I'm doing now. Like if I'm doing a 1 minute rest, I won't be able to do this as quick as I'd like. That's such a good example, by the way, of just doing it right, like less is more. Like usual me, I'm so fucking impatient. I'd do the 4 sets, probably do higher volume. That's just ruined my biceps.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm doing wrong.
Second exercise that we're doing is going to be an incline curl. The reason I like to do an incline curl is because when you're doing a standing curl, it's contraction and then pretty much just there. With an incline curl, your elbows come behind your back, so it stretches the bicep. So instead of coming to here, the dumbbell pulls your arms back. And with that pull back, it just stretches the bicep. So one, it allows for more blood flow into the muscle and a bigger contraction.
Are you doing straight arm?
I'm gonna do both, yeah. So this exercise, you can't really go heavy, like otherwise you just won't be curling it properly. So we'll probably
You're gonna fit there. Okay, so elbows back, nice.
Yep. And I like to drop it a little bit so it swings back. You see that?
Just for the extra stretch.
So instead of this, it's a little bit like this.
Yeah. Are you going out?
Nah, kind of straight.
Yeah. For those who don't know Joseph, he's the OG. Obviously, if you're watching on his page, you know who he is, but he's the OG of online coaching. He's the reason I got into it. Yeah, and like pretty much every coach in here is probably the reason why he got into it. He's coached like 200,000 people?
180,000.
180,000 transformations.
I was doing online training before Instagram and all of that. I was doing it on the bodybuilding.com forums.
He was doing online training before there were gyms.
I was doing online training before I was born. I don't want to say I was the first because maybe I wasn't, but I swear on my life, when I started, I didn't know of a single other person doing online training.
You were the first to create the system, I believe.
Yeah.
With macro. Like, there was no other system.
There was no other system, yeah.
Everything was like PDFs. Like
when I first started,
Word docs and
when I first started doing online training, I was sending meal plans via email. So it wasn't even as a PDF. It was like the meal plan was in the email.
How long was that, man? Like the process compared to now. Now it's just like click, buy, also with AI, it's all customized.
It's crazy how time changes.
How many did you get to before you had that conversation to?
Can't remember, but I knew the workload was getting too much and I couldn't keep up with the demand. Then I created PDFs. Then I still couldn't keep up with the demand. So then I created like 50 PDFs from every different calorie range.
Yeah.
You know, 2005, 2006. And depending on how much calories I need, I'd get that PDF. And then obviously over time, it's been more and more professional. Now I've got an app with many different features in the app.
This guy
and now I have the company that creates the apps.
Yeah. Then I help you make people more money, basically.
Exactly.
He created the wheel, basically.
So we're just doing 3 exercises for buys, 3 for tries. Each exercise has 3 sets, so 9 sets in total, 4 buys, 9 for tries. We're now on to the 3rd exercise for biceps, and what we're going to do is a pull-up. Now, not many people do pull-ups for biceps. 99.9% of people in the gym training their biceps are doing curls. But if you look at any of these gymnasts, the male gymnasts, their biceps are like, boom, even just relax, and what do they do all day? They're pulling their body up. And I think a pull-up is a very underrated exercise for the biceps. It's also hitting it from a different angle. You're not curling, you're pulling. And that's actually what the bicep is for, it's a pulling. So we're gonna do bicep pull-ups. Obviously the biceps are now a little bit fatigued. So the rep range is just however much we can get, even if it's like 5 or 6.
Terrible.
But the thing is, it's not about trying to get to this many reps. It's about making the reps count. So when I do my pull-ups from up here, I'm like 1, 2.
Yeah.
And you're just getting that contraction on every one and you're making your biceps do all of the work.
It's true, my muscle connection on all of that. I think a lot of people when they go train, they don't do that.
No, they don't.
We've done 6 sets. And my biceps are cooked purely because of the focus on the actual muscles, isolating it. All right, let's try and do some pull-ups.
So it's squeeze, all the way, fully relax. Squeeze, so every rep is like a power rep. Once you kind of can't do any more, then I just did a little...
No crossfitting.
Pumps them. Yeah. All of the biceps, biceps, biceps. Yes. Perfect.
Yeah, underrated.
Underrated, and it's such a different angle to hit the muscle from, because you're doing it from a pulling movement. So yeah, it's just really about trying to deactivate your back, so not pulling from your back, and only pulling from that bicep muscle.
Yeah.
And then I stretch all the way out, and I relax, and I basically collect myself, and then I go again.
I think it's really important when you're doing pull-ups to realise what you're working.
Exactly.
So overhand, obviously you go more on your back rather than your buys. But like you said there, you need to work out
how to
what's
deactivate
here, because
that.
if you're coming up towards your chest, it's going to be more on your back, right? So you want to pull more vertically.
Correct, yep. The whole time you're training any muscle group, you're trying to deactivate all the secondary muscles.
My muscle connection.
And you're trying to put all that focus into the main muscle that you're trying to work. Pull-ups is a very hard exercise, and one set of pull-ups can kind of zap your energy, so the next set's probably going to get 4 or 5. Yeah. But we've got 2 more sets and then we're on to tries. Yes! Yep. Nice.
Yeah. It's funny because I'd always do them to warm up.
Yeah.
I'd never do a mid-set or towards the end because of how pathetic I'm going to be.
Again, variety is always key, and honestly, it's just such an underrated exercise. Same with push-ups, so underrated. So,
I'll tell you what, it's one thing, if I knew more about when I was younger, to be to do like calisthenics, because all their physiques, they're like this, just naturally, abs, core always engaged, every movement. Amazing shoulders, and the buys, like they're always so full, bro.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's such a different thing. Like you can be, have you seen the video where there's a calisthenics guy and like a bodybuilder or a strongman? The calisthenics guy is so strong.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't think based off the body shape.
Yeah.
But the natural ability, what you're doing, because you're using all body movements all the time rather than being in a fixed position, makes you so much naturally stronger.
They're not trying to isolate at all, they're trying to do the complete opposite, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's weird though, they've all got like unreal physiques, haven't they?
So what are you trying to do now anyway with your physique? Are you bulking, are you cutting, you just
maintaining, bro. Just getting rid of a little bit of fluff.
Yeah.
Get down to like 10, 9% and then just maintain. I'm not like, do you know what I mean? When I was younger, bro, like I wanted to be like 95 kg and jacked up. I just want to be able to move. I'm aching a little bit more this year than normal, do you know what I mean? It's just maintaining, bro. I'm not trying to prove a point. It's more about just growing business and helping more people.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
That's the main thing.
Everyone goes to that stage, I think. You know, even myself when I was first in it, like, you're all about just getting big and...
Yeah. But I've got nothing
kind of
to prove
transition to that. Like, that's not my goal at all anymore. And
I think when you're younger as well, like, personally, nothing against bodybuilding, but like the actual return on investment for the time you put in is not much more.
Yeah.
And people spend so much time getting jacked up, and it's usually coming from a mental place. You've probably been for a breakup or whatever it is, right? And you want to go and get into the gym. But I think, like now, I wish I didn't spend so much time trying to get all jacked up and started earlier on within my business, because that's the thing that has longevity, and then you can do what you want, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm just saying be more aware of thinking smart and not just hard in the gym all the time.
Still feel like gas in the air. Nigga, I'm from the fruit, so we get the money. That's when the gang, I don't care what you do. Into the breach, taking your malls. Where I'm from, you gotta stick like a tree.
Yup. Buys done and dusted. Now I'll go to some tries.
That's a normal thing I would do. Yeah, it's a normal thing. I usually do buys, tries, tries.
Yeah. Most of the time I actually do that as well.
Yeah.
But again, I'm a big believer in variety, always mixing things up.
What I found recently, what I've changed actually, especially if you're doing a push-pull split, usually the smaller muscle group gets neglected. If you're doing your back of your chest first, you'll have a shitty bicep or a tricep workout. Do that smaller muscle group first, because then by the time you get to your bigger one, you've done everything. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you're going to do abs, do them at the start of your workout. I think you're a good advocate for abs. You've got solid abs.
Otherwise, you just neglect them.
You do. It's one set, it's like, we're done now.
Like, no one puts in the effort for their calves like they do their chest. If they did, everyone would probably have big calves.
Yeah, this is true.
But
I'm not a good person to speak to that. I've only trained my calves once.
but then what do you do for your chest?
Well, it's just all chest, bro.
Yeah.
But you've got
your calves aren't bad. They're good.
No, I've never trained them. I don't,
Really?
Like just because of rugby, I think, bro. They're always like thick.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to train them because then when you the one time I did, I was walking around like this.
And that's maybe how you even walk naturally. Like most people probably walk from their hips. You might walk from your toes, you know? Not that exaggerated, but...
Yeah. Do you know what it is though? Like I did say, I saw the physio the other day, so you might be having back pains because you're not training your calves, because you're not stretching them out and contracting them enough.
Well, it's interesting how that can come from their calves, you know?
Yeah, I've got like my left lower back.
Yeah.
It's from goes into my glute and into my hamstring and down into here. That's what he was saying.
What?
I was like, so my whole body's fucked.
So why did that happen? Is it injury from the gym or just overuse?
Just over time, I think.
Yeah.
Bad posture as well, sitting down when I'm doing work. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be
And we're
the way
stuck
you
in
walk.
these positions all day, you know? So
Yeah.
our hip flexors get tight. And I'm probably worse than you, but I don't pay attention to my stretching and my foam rolling or my physio. I should. I'm stretching now because I'm on video. Nah, I do actually stretch now. After every workout, I do.
You just got one gear,
stretch.
just go.
Yeah.
Go.
I do a half-hour stretch, so.
Do you have physio much or not?
No.
No?
You?
Yeah, every week. Yeah.
What about massage?
Well,
So
yeah,
I only do a massage to enjoy, like a relaxation
if
massage.
it's not hurting, it's not working.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. No, it needs, because I'll just fall asleep and I was like, it's just fucking pointless.
Yeah.
But right,
Start on tries,
yeah. Tries.
Same style for buys. 3 exercises, 3 sets.
Yeah.
Just a warm up.
See, I don't rate this one, so unless you're going to show it different to me,
You don't like this one? Oh.
I feel it so much more in my chest.
Yep.
This machine actually makes you look fucking really strong because you can load it up to the end. I'll feel this more in my chest than anything else.
It's a muscle-mind connection. And try to deactivate everything. But here, push from here. And tension here all the time. Everything is in the tries. Everything in the tries. Yes.
There we go.
Yeah. You feel that in your
Yeah.
tries? Yeah.
When I got to 14 there, start to use my chest. Which
Yeah, your
I think
chest
it's key. I push myself back into
Yeah.
it and don't lean over.
Your chest is always going to want to help out as a second rest.
Yeah.
You just want to try whatever you can to deactivate that and put that stress in the tries.
Oh, I know your content's always the same. The other day was like, random post.
Yeah.
Cows.
I had nothing to post. So I was like, oh fuck, I just posted a picture of my cows.
So how many cows you got?
I don't know, about 120.
120 cows.
So they're not my cows, they're another farmer's cows, but I own the land. So he pays me $7 per cow per week. So every week is like $700.
This got a picture.
And then I'm not gonna eat the grass, I'm not gonna mow the grass, so we may as well get a cow to eat the grass, right? And then get paid for it.
Yeah. So if anyone wants any lawnmowers in New Zealand, you know where to go.
Yeah.
We've got 108 cows.
Yeah, about 120-ish
120
cows.
cows.
And yeah, it's 120 acres of land. Yeah.
So different. Who'd have thought?
We've got chickens up there.
How many chickens you got?
We've got about, I think, 35.
Yeah.
And each chicken, on average, lays an egg every 17 hours or so. So yeah.
How did you get into that? That's so like.
Honestly, my dad grew up on a farm.
Right. Okay. Yeah. New Zealand.
He loves farming. So I had some money, and my dad said, "Hey, invest in this land, buy this farm. I would like to run it." So I bought it. My dad runs it. He manages it. My dad moves the cows. There's a house on that land, which I rent out. And yeah, I guess it's, you know, a potential play to one day sell. We've split the property now.
Yeah.
It was one piece of land, but we've now subdivided it into 3 different titles. But in order to do that, the rules in New Zealand, you have to have so many trees per acres. So I had to plant $300,000 worth of trees.
Is there anything this man can't do?
I had to plant $300,000 worth of trees on my own land for me to have the permission and the rights to split it into 3 different titles.
What would you say your weaker parts are at the moment?
Yeah,
None.
arms. My shoulders are my strong point.
Yeah, you've got.
I feel like they overpower my physique. So my shoulder training now is half-ass. Like, I don't want them bigger.
Yeah.
And this is bro science, but if I train shoulders, I try not to eat much that day. Like I would never go and have like a pizza on a shoulder day.
Placebo.
Because I'm like, bro, I don't want my shoulders to get all these fucking calories and growth. I know it doesn't work like that, but it's like, it's in my head.
Does.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, if I train shoulders, I'm gonna like, not go. But if I train arms, yeah, I'll have some burgers and some like, oh yeah, get these calories on my arms to grow.
This guy eats burgers.
Complete bro science. Anyway, guys, what we are doing here, we're on to triceps now. First exercise is a tricep dip or a tricep press down. Just similar to, the normal bar dips you do, except we're doing a machine. That way we can control it a little bit better. That way we can add some more weight. Now, why are we doing this? We are doing this so we can overload the muscle with weight. Exactly like we did with the barbell curl. We did the barbell curl to overload the bicep with weight. Now we're doing this to overload the triceps with weight. The next exercises won't be weight focused. It'll be like contraction and squeeze and stretch. But right now, the goal is just weight overload. I've done 2 sets. You've done 2. This is our last one.
We've done 3.
3, yep.
We've done 3, yeah.
Oh, have we done 3?
Yeah. Oh wait, was the first one?
So I don't do this one? No, the first one was a warm up.
All right, there you go. What we're doing now, bro?
Right, second exercise for triceps is an EZ bar push down. Now the EZ bar is this bar that looks like a W. Multiple different grips. The goal here is to focus on that squeeze and contraction. So it's not really focused on weight, it's that squeeze and contraction and time and the tension. Now, depends on what area of your arm is lacking. If you use a close grip like this, and you do your push down, yes, you're working the whole tricep, but there's going to be more activation on the tricep outer part, which is the horseshoe. I want to work the tricep long head, which is where the mass of the tricep is. So I'm actually going to use this wide grip overhand like that. That way it's going to target a little bit more up here, which is where the mass of that tricep is. So I want to keep my elbows stationary. You don't want to move your elbows too much like this, otherwise your lats and your rear delts end up working. So try and keep your elbows stationary. Squeeze, contract. Squeeze, contract. And what I do advise is play around with it as well. See what feels best for you. Is it standing up straight? Is it a little bit more leant over? Just find what works.
How many do you do?
20, 8, 9, 10. Wow.
Easy.
20.
Outer grip, yeah? This is surprisingly light.
Nice. Beautiful.
That's such a good exercise.
It's so good.
What you're saying there is really important though, because a lot of people, you've got to find what works for you.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'm there, but a lot of people will come up to you and say you've got to stand upright or you've got to go further over. Just find what works for you in your mind.
Yeah.
Your mind muscle connection.
And whatever you can put the most feeling in the muscle you're trying to work.
Yeah, that's all you're trying to do. Pump blood into it.
Yeah. Like, One of my favorite exercises for triceps, and it's a very good mass builder, is the dumbbell seated overhead tricep extension. It's one of the best mass builders because you get a stretch to the long head, which is where the mass of the tricep comes from. So it used to be my bread and butter. But for whatever reason, when I do the exercise now, I feel it in my elbows.
It's getting old, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting old. So I don't do that exercise anymore because I can't feel it in the muscle that I'm trying to work. So because it's the best exercise, I would maybe say, I personally don't do that because I don't feel it where I want to feel it anymore.
I find that only when I haven't warmed up. So I'll start on like a cable pull down. Then if we're going to those, the pain's not there.
Not there. But if you do it first, it'll be
yeah,
there.
100%.
Yeah.
It's always there.
Yeah.
But I'll say as I got older.
Yeah. It's like when I was 18, 19,
You do what you want, bro.
I do what I want and I can feel it wherever I want. It's like, it's crazy, eh?
Still got the same mindset though.
Still got the same mindset, yeah. Now also what I like to do when I'm training guys is, I call it pyramid style. So as I do my sets, the weight increases. Because we're only doing 3 sets, I go heavier, 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 or heavier, stay that same and keep it there.
Yeah.
But you know, if my training style was different, I was doing 5 or 6 sets, I'd go up, 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 and then maybe the last
set.
1 or 2, I drop down.
Drop set, yeah.
And I pump out more reps. But we only got 3 sets, so. Nice. Good set, good set. Nice.
It's not growing.
Oh, your arms are pretty good. What's your strong body part? What's your weak body part, you think?
I like to think my chest, but I just think I don't think I've got my shoulders are always quite good. I thought, but because I don't know, bro. I actually don't know what my strongest.
No, yeah, I'd say maybe your chest.
My chest, but I also then you can see by my posture I should be like this. So I probably overtrain. I need to focus on my back more. In my mind, bro, I'm so judgmental. My worst critique. I think I need to, so when I have a weakness day, I'm like, oh fuck, what am I picking today?
Yeah.
And then I want like my legs as well. I love doing leg day, but like I want to get like an out, more of a sweep here.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
So difficult.
Your physique's very well in proportion though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you. I guess just like I can't do the weights that I want to lift now because I'm scared of doing stupid shit and I don't want to injure myself. I'd rather
Never worth an injury, bro. Never worth an
because
injury.
even 2 years ago, bro, my squats used to be love squatted, but now I've got like a niggle in my knee.
Yeah.
So I don't want to risk it
Yeah.
anymore.
I'm the same, and I haven't even done squats since I've been here at this gym.
Haven't.
Maybe like once. But there's so many different leg machines, and for the last 10 years I've been doing squats. I might as well just use all this different equipment that we've got here.
Yeah.
Makes sense, you know?
I agree with you, but I feel like the squats are the most humbling, and I personally got the most growth.
From squats.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But like you say, there's a fucking piece of equipment for everything in here.
Everything. All right. Third and final exercise for triceps is probably an exercise that not many people are very aware of. It's called a tricep kickback. I'm not sure if you do this one quite often.
I slated this on my IG like a few weeks ago.
Really? Yeah.
With the dumbbell.
Your dumbbell, yeah.
Yeah.
You like it or you don't like it?
This will be a good lesson then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So a dumbbell kickback, I think, is a very, very underrated tricep exercise, and I believe you can build a lot of mass in your triceps from this exercise. And if you look at any of these old school pro bodybuilder workout videos of like Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, they all do their tricep kickbacks. So for them, their goal was to put on the most muscle as possible. And if they utilize this exercise and they're so connected to their body and in tune with what works and what doesn't, it's fair to say that a kickback is actually a very good exercise, even though most people think it's not. So, third exercise, tricep kickbacks. One thing with the tricep kickback, they are very humbling. You can't use any decent weight.
That was the point of my video. Because you've got to get them right to make them work, and then as soon as you start to work, you start to fatigue very quick. So then it's a lot of swinging. So I find you actually don't have to do much to make them work, but then people start sacrificing and start like...
And as soon as you start swinging, your lats come in, start contracting, your rear delt start lifting. You just want your tricep to do all that work, and then you're basically letting gravity pull against you. So yeah. You want to just like really bend over, have your elbows high, squeeze. So the idea is to keep your elbows high, but also keep them stationary. The more swinging that's involved, the less activation on your triceps. It is the end of the workout, so there's always going to be a little bit, but
I'm going to do single arm because I do swing.
yeah. Perfect. So you see Josh's elbow is very high. It's in line with his shoulder, and this is pretty much not moving. It's staying stationary. So the only thing that's working is the tricep muscle. Squeeze, contract, and then obviously gravity is making it want to fall down. So the tricep is fighting against that. So to understand this workout and to put this workout in a little bit of context, what we did first for bis and tris was focused on weight overload. After that, for bis, we focused on stretch, letting the blood flow through the muscle. Then we focused on, again, just a different movement, the bicep pull-up. Tris, same principle. Started on the heavy weight overload, push down. Then we went to more of an isolation, focusing on that isolation of the muscle. Right now, this is isolation as well, but this exercise here, and why it's one of my favorite, is because you can focus on that squeeze and contraction. So on every rep that I'm doing, squeeze, contract, and it's that contraction where just that blood just pumps through the muscle. How are the fives?
They're all right.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan of this movement. It's just like,
yeah.
I feel like
it's a very awkward movement.
It's yeah. I'm just not familiar with it, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't do it enough.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like there's some sort of swing. I'm not isolating what I should be.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Maybe it's in my head, but
maybe try to face this way so your body's in line with the mirror, and just make sure everything is perfect. It's a very weak movement as well, because it's not like you have your power from here, or your power from here. You're just in a very
vulnerable position.
Yeah, vulnerable. Yeah. And you just can't get that power to that movement. Anyway, last set. Perfect. See, your elbows are high. Your elbows are very good. Keep it there. Squeeze, contract. Hold it for 1 second. Squeeze, contract. Yep. Squeeze, contract. Squeeze, contract. Squeeze, contract. Let's go 10 from here. 10, this last set. 9, 8, elbows high. 7, 6, 5, elbows high. 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I counted down from 10 wrong. I don't know. We'll see that in the video.
Did you miss a few? I thought that was a quick 10.
Yeah. I think I missed like 4 numbers in there.
Bro, I do that sometimes. When I'm doing reps, I'll go from like 6 up to like 9. I'm like, wow, that was quick.
That was a quick
weird.
set.
It's because like I'm daydreaming while I'm counting or something.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that is the arm workout. So if you do struggle to grow your arms, definitely try that out for one of your arm workouts, and let me know in the comments down below how it went. But yeah, how the arm feeling?
Good.
Good.
I feel like I'm gonna get cramp later. I needed that.
Yeah.
I needed a good arm workout, bro.
Awesome.
With the goat.
So what's your post-workout meal normally?
Coconut balls again? I'm joking.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I'll probably just get a shake. Bro, I don't eat until like after lunch, and a lot of people say like, what is my diet? But for you, I think your metabolism is naturally a lot faster than mine. You've built yours up though.
Yeah.
Over time.
Yeah.
But I don't eat till like 1.
Yeah.
Most days.
Wow.
Well, I say don't eat, have my first meal. I'll probably have a shake now.
Yeah.
But
I'll get 2 shakes now.
I seen, bro, you big eye.
Yeah. I love the shakes, but they're not enough calorie dense for me, so I have to get 2 of them. The Acai Pro with the peanut butter.
Straight to the arms. Just
straight to the arms. But if I train shoulders, I'll have the Berrylicious, because it's just protein and berries.
Low calorie.
I don't want the
Yeah, bro, man.
I'm mental, bro. Trust me.
I got out the car, I walked around, and as I walked around, one of the guys just fucking did this, and one of those flip out knives came out and goes, "We're going to the ATM now." And then the doorman who stood in front of my friend just fucking went bam, like backhanded him, like fat fucking Archie backhand. And then they were like, "We're going to the ATM now."
Yeah.
I was like, "What do you want?" He was like, 2,000 rand. I was like, what? It's like, how much?
Let me just convert that on my app.
I did it, I don't know why. And then after I gave it to them, they were really polite. It was so weird. And then we're walking home and we saw police and they literally laughed at us. They're like, "You English?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Ha, idiots."
So that must fucking happen so often.
So often, bro, yeah. I've read so many stories about that as well, like tourists going to South Africa. Probably not welcome anymore anyway, after this video goes out. But like, it's common, isn't it? Like, you don't know where the fuck you are. Like, anything could happen to you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Xander was telling me, like, it's not even safe to go out at night, like after 8 p.m. or something, he said.
You know, like, if the sun looks like it's setting, then you lock the doors.
Crazy.
But I Am Legend.
Yeah. And I've heard, like, you can't even stop at a red light. Is that true?
Fact, it's true.
What? Because if you stop at a red light, someone will come up to you and
You just pray.
Yeah. It's a red light, you're just going straight through that, bro.
Red means go in South Africa.
That's crazy.
Jesus, I thought like...
So, what about like a tourist? Where does a tourist go? Is there a safe areas of South Africa or what?
You don't.
Really, it's an own risk. That's
Wow.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? You just don't. You just don't.
You just don't.
you just don't go.
That's what
Do you know what? It's a shame though, because it's fucking beautiful. It's such a beautiful place. But
See, that's the beauty of Dubai. It's so safe here. You're not going to get stabbed for your iPhone.
yeah.
Like, I can go to a cafe and leave my laptop on the table, go away for 10 minutes to get some food, and come back, my laptop and my wallet's still there. I don't even think that someone's going to take it.
It puts you in a bad frame of mind though, because you go out to the rest of the world, you go for dinner, you leave your phone while you go to the toilet, and it's gone, you know? And it makes you naive. I said to Em when we went back, I feel like a snob, because I'm so used to having everything just to come to you with deliveries, safety.
Anyway, guys, that is the end of the vlog. Good workout, bro.
Cheers,
good
bro.
session.
Appreciate it. Good
Always
to see you.
Always good to catch up.
Yeah, get massive arms and get rich. There you go.
That's it.
Joe's lesson for today.